Okay, hello and welcome back to Midlife Strife. Okay, this is kind of a unique situation. Unlike a lot of the other videos where I talk about traveling and jiu-jitsu and goal setting and everything, this is more of a plea for your thoughts and prayers, and to have a little patience when it comes to the channel. I may not be releasing videos when I normally can, only because we have a hurricane headed our way. As you know, I live in South Florida, and normally there's a lot of scares and everybody's not really makes a big deal about them because they usually brush by us or they weaken or they turn. The last one we had that was really significant was Andrew in '92, and what Andrew proceeded to do is it was a 5 and it became a 4 right before it hit us. Well, what people don't know what Andrew did was it hit Homestead. In Homestead there is an Air Force base on top of a whole bunch of houses and all that stuff too. It leveled an Air Force base. Okay, and I don't mean it kind of ripped off some roofs and it did whatever. It pancaked an Air Force base. Okay, think about that. It's an Air Force base and it leveled it. Okay, well, this storm is stronger than that. So I'm really scared, really nervous, trying to keep you guys filled in so you guys can see what is involved when you prep for a storm. Like, it's literally 3 or 4 days of drenched work, going to the store, trying to find gas anywhere you can, trying to find your batteries and your flashlights and your food, and water is huge. There's super long lines everywhere. Nobody has anything. I luckily found some tarps. I want to try to cover my son's piano and the pool table and all that kind of stuff. I have so much junk in my house, it's not even funny, because everything has to come inside, and I mean everything has to come inside. Worst possible time. Father-in-law fell ill and he's been with us for about 2 months. So I have a lot of his stuff already in here, so there's just no room for this. But anyway, I'm filming this so you guys can see that I'm going to try to do the best I can to maintain this channel. Please don't hold it against me. Please have some patience, and please send us your thoughts and prayers. And I'm going to take you a little walk around so you can see what the house looks like and what everything that we're going through. Okay, so this is, you can see the shutters on there, the preparation. I've been at it for 2 straight days at about 11 hours. Look at all this junk in my house. Everything that's outside is inside. Everything had to be rearranged. All of this is because you can see the shutters are up and there's stuff everywhere. My house is absolutely trashed. Getting ready for Hurricane Irma. You can see all the pool stuff that I had out here, all the shutters up. The reason I'm filming all this is to let you guys know that it may be a delay. Normally I release a video once a week, and I'm pretty good about doing that once a week, sometimes a little earlier than once a week. But you can see I have stuff in the hallways, and wait till you see this. This is all stuff that I've had outside, my pool stuff. Also, my father-in-law had moved in. He got very ill, but most of it is because of hurricane prep. Normally my garage is very clean. I just have a power rack and shelves along that back wall, and it is absolutely trashed. Okay, so it is day 3 of this hurricane prep. You can see all my shutters are up. Cars have to be rearranged. They said garbage would be coming today. You can see the neighbors all prepping shutters on all the houses. The people who don't have shutters, I believe that house right there, they have hurricane impact windows. These people went with boards, and everybody's clamoring for the last minute. You can see people coming over and help. This is serious. People here are used to close scares and all that stuff, or maybe a direct hit of a 1 or a 2, but this is a legit, as I said before, this is a 5 right now, and it's supposed to be a 4 at least when it hits us. If it's a 1, 2, or 3, I stay in town. If it's a 4 or 5, I get out. This is going to be a 4 when it hits us. It's a 5 right now. I mean, I guess it could be a 5. I was going to pack everything up and get out of town, because that's my rule. 4 or 5, you don't play with those. They're legitimately serious. But because of traffic, people leaving the last 2 days, it's going to take a normal 3 or 4 hour ride is taking 9 and 10 hours. which I still wouldn't mind doing. The problem is if you run out of gas, there's nowhere to get gas, because everywhere in the entire state, people are just trying to get gas and they can't get gas. So this is a huge dilemma I have. So I may have to stick it out. So I'm asking for you guys' forgiveness to give me a little bit of time and some of your prayers, because this is the first time I'm actually really, really nervous, because this is a super powerful storm. I went through Andu in 92 and it wiped out Homestead. I was about 30 miles from there and it ripped the roof off my house, blew out windows. It was really scary. And this one is stronger than that. So I don't know. I came from out of town. I went to Puerto Rico and sorry, I should guess my face. When I was in Puerto Rico, I went for the Memorial Day weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, came back Tuesday right before the storm hit Puerto Rico, a day before, and now it's here. So storm wasn't even there. It was just kind of out there. No one really, we have storm threats all the time when they're way out in the Atlantic, and no one really paid it any mind. But so it wasn't even a blip on the radar. It obviously developed, turned into something huge, and here we are. So, I don't know when I'm going to be able to edit. I have a whole bunch of great footage on Puerto Rico, from the Yunque National Forest to the Conquistador Hotel. It's all awesome. I just got to sit down and edit it, but I've been literally 11 or 12 hours a day for the last 2 days from the minute I landed on Tuesday night, about 9 o'clock. I was exhausted. I went to bed and we started storm prepping for the last 2 days, all day. I'm drenched in sweat. And I still have more work to do tomorrow for my business. I got to board that up. So I got another half day. The storm's supposed to hit Saturday morning. It is now Thursday night. So I have basically all day tomorrow to get the last things done, and that's it. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to edit. I'm anxious to get that Puerto Rico video up so you guys can see that. And I have another jiu-jitsu video coming up that I have in the works. But again, it's not only when I'm going to have time to edit, but also power may be a problem. So I want to try to get a video up before power gets cut. So I'd like to get one up tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but if not, please forgive me. I'm doing the best I can. It's just, this is an extreme situation where I don't know, what the outcome is going to be. Honestly, I'm really worried I'm going to lose my house, because a Category 5 is legit. It's 185 mile an hour sustained winds with gusts over 200. And for those of you who don't know about hurricanes, it's not a tornado that lasts a few minutes. Those are the winds that you get for hours, 10, 12, 15, 16 hours of that. So I'm really afraid for my business. I'm really afraid for my house, my cars. People are really scared here. Home Depots, Lowe's, gas stations, everything. There's no water anywhere. There's no flashlights anywhere. There's no batteries anywhere. There's no food anywhere. There's no bread. And it's been this way for 4 days now, from what I'm being told. So bear with me, and I'm going to try to get back to you guys as quick as I can. I wish you well, and send some good thoughts for me. I'd really appreciate it. How much clearing has to be done? I showed this before, but this was full of my bins for the for Sebastian's toys, pool toys. I had a whole bunch of cushions, a huge umbrella, patio set. I mean, just tons of crap that's now in. Also had one of those right here in the corner. You could see those big swinging table and chairs are like two benches facing each other with a table in the middle, and the whole thing rocks back and forth. It's huge. It comes in like 8 pieces. So you can see my house right now. It is blistering hot, and it's been hot for the last 2 days, which is typical whenever a storm comes. Like I said before, they call it the calm before the storm, because it's a beautiful day. It's like got to be 95 degrees and ridiculously humid. So of course, when you're trying to prep, it's like blazing hot. But just now finished, just came from my business, finished securing that, and that is officially it. I am done. I'm going to take a shower and pass out. I'm just reminding you guys, please don't hold it against me if I don't put up a video. I'm going to do the best I can. I have some Puerto Rico footage, like I said before. I'm going to see if I can start going through that up until we lose power, but please don't hold it against me. I'm going to try to do the best I can and get ready for the storm and try to maintain the channel as best I can. especially after with power loss and stuff like that. But you could see me. This is the third straight day of this completely. Let me get where you can see. Completely drenched in sweat. Neighbors are all the same way. Luckily, everybody's been great, helping each other out. My neighbor helped me a couple of wing nuts. I was a few wing nuts short. But it's finally done between my work, my business, and my house. 3 days of this. I'm talking 10, 12-hour days. Everybody is really scared. So this is going to be the most significant storm we've had here since Andrew in 1992, and that devastated Homestead in South Florida. So this is supposed to come right up Miami and go right up the coast, which is the worst possible thing it can do. We're all hoping that it's one of two things: it turns or it weakens. So I will be posting another video, possibly some before and after footage, and let me get the neighborhood so you can see it before, and then I'll film it after, in case there is a lot. You can see a lot of the trees create like an archway down every street in this neighborhood. It is a large community, but this is pretty normal. If I pan down this way, you can see all the trees that create an archway. Every street has that, so it's really, really nice community. Fences are still up, everything, so I want to get it before and after, depending on what kind of damage we get. But I've already documented for insurance and all that too, so bear with me, and I hope to post some either hurricane footage after or some Puerto Rico footage that I'm going to try to post from that trip, and we'll go from there. Wish me well and wish everybody in South Florida well, and we're going to hunker down. I'm going to try to keep my son calm, and I will see you guys as soon as I possibly can.